What's going on, everybody? It's Nico, and I'm bringing you another one of those analysis slash like casting kind of gameplays. Now, unfortunately, this one is only 29 minutes long, and it starts at 1750, so not that much. But this is the only other replay I have currently. As far as I know, the only way to get a replay available for your games is to either be playing ranked, because every ranked game I think is eligible to replay. Have somebody spectate you while you are playing, so just someone like on your friends list or something spectates you and it'll create a replay, or have it be a very high elo match and it'll automatically put the replay thing on, just like it would if you were playing ranked. So here's the setup. I'm playing ADC Freya, where you can see me coming out of the well, Pixel Buster Freya, or as I call her, Baeya, because Pixel Buster Freya is Bae, and waifu. Trent is playing Guan Yu support, starting Heavy Hammer, going into Warrior Tabi, and going into not Sovereignty, but Mystical Mail. Trent's build this game was all kinds of janky. He's only played like a couple games since taking a really long break, so that's why he doesn't have Midas and Sovereignty. We had Mid Anubis, who is currently getting jumped on by the Odin Bird Bomb, Jungle Arachne, who is also being jumped on, and a Cabrakan over in the right lane. And he says Cabrakan. I know a lot of people are like, it's Cabrakan. And I'm like, Kukulkan could be Kukulkan. Chalk can be Chalk. Almuzan Cobb, or is it Almazan Cobb? How can be that? He's Cabrakan, okay? Like, he sounds too badass going, Cabrakan. So I'm going to call him Cabrakan. And as you can see, the enemy team is a solo Odin, or Solodin. Support Ares, who is respawning at this point. Giannis, who is also in the middle of this fight. Cupid, which sucks for the enemy team, because Cupid's not good in my opinion. Then again, people say he's underrated. And also a Jungle Arachne, who is not on the side of the map that our team is currently getting dunked on. So, I don't know the outcome of this fight, because it's been a really long time since I've seen this gameplay. So let's find out what happens and who dies and who lives. So, Odin Bird Bomb, slow, Arachne, ulting, Anubis, running, ulting Giannis, killing them both, and Anubis gets a clutch double piece. Nice! Our red is on our side. Cabrakan picks it up, surprisingly, and they're going to ward, which is good, only it looks like they double warded right there. And Cabrakan's going to clear his lane. Trent steals the fucking Gold Fury like a boss. We're getting baited, but the good thing about me is that at any point in time, well, one, I have sprint active, so they can't slow me. Trent, unfortunately, gets ulted and then stunned and then ulted, but then I go in the air because Freya. One thing I love about the Freya versus Cupid matchup, or Freya versus Ares, is either one of them ults and you ult. And then if you have beads as well, then it doesn't matter. Also, I fight Cupid here because I know if I have my 1 and 2 active, I will like DPS him just because I'm Freya. The only problem is I was kind of lagging because I wanted to record this gameplay. And what was I gonna say? I was kind of lagging, and ow, she got dumpstered. So my shots were kind of messed up. Like, I was getting under 60 frames per second for whatever reason. So Arachne kills Anubis. Our Arachne kills Arachne. Cabrakan's probably going to die to chains, flames, and laser beams. Oh, but he's not, because Trent's amazing, and Guan Yu. Oh, fuck. Arachne just fucked on Guan Yu. And then I come in and clean up the kill. I know we can kill Ares because I have Demonic Grip done, and I'm Freya, so I'm shredding him with every hit. We kill Ares real quick. This Ares got kind of pooped on. If we hadn't stolen the Gold Fury away from them, I would have called for it, but we already have it. So we get the mid camps, and we're probably going to go over to blue buff. I see Cupid's, like, not where I want him to be. I'm like, where the fuck did that little bitch go? I was like, he's trying to steal blue, isn't he? And then he's not. And then I was like, oh, hey. And I use sprint to get out of that. Oh, come on. Am I going to kill him? I don't think I will with this. Ooh. Oh, Trent with the clutch plays. Oh, and I get him through the Odin cage. I'm trying to fight Odin, but I really shouldn't be because his ultimate makes it so my attack speed is way less than I want it to be. So I shouldn't have been trying to fight him inside the ring. Cabrakan goes in, Odin jumps out. Cabrakan's getting dumpstered by both Giannis and Ares, and now Odin's also fighting him. He gets a 3-man stun, but because of the diminishing returns that are applied with the 3, he only stuns them for literally less than a second and less than half a second, so he couldn't get out. Giannis going to clear the mid lane. It looks like they want to do Fire Giant, or at least Arachne does. Arachne starts it. Anubis is pooping all over Giannis's face, though not enough. Arachne comes out of nowhere, kills him. Arachne was still soloing Fire Giant, but I knew if we killed Ares, they didn't have a hog, so I just started attacking him. So he's dead. Arachne's running. Our Arachne's chasing. Our Arachne gets stunned, unfortunately. Then she ults away. Odin comes in. He's trying to be all ballsy and like bird bomb people, which works because Odin's base damage is ridiculous. Odin puts himself inside the ring. I stay on the outside of the Cupid ultimate, and I think I try to fight Arachne, but I fucked up, and then I died to Cupid. I missed one of my shots. I would have killed her for sure. Trent could clean this up, potentially, but I don't think he has the damage to do it. But Cabrakan does. So they come in and, you know, crap all over them, which is nice. Cabrakan's like, thanks, and Trent's just like, you're welcome, because Cabrakan won the kill, but who fucking cares, to be honest. Giannis is being way overly aggressive. Even, I mean, I guess 1v1 he can kill Cabrakan, but he's not 1v1ing him anymore because Trent came back. Cabrakan's kind of just looking. I don't know why. And Giannis gets away. That's too bad because that would have been an easy kill had Cabrakan came back in. But he was also really low health, and had he come back in, he could have been hit by Unstable Vortex and died. Most likely because he has no magical protection other than his natural defenses. So yeah, could have ended very badly. Odin and Ares get the right mid camp. Arachne's doing her thing in the jungle. Their Arachne is 2 levels ahead of ours, but is just not contributing as much, it seems like. Like, she's got double our Arachne's kills, but it just doesn't seem like even that it matters, you know? Build-wise, Cabrakan went Mystical Mail, Cooldown Boots, Gem of Isolation, which makes his 3 very strong, but he doesn't have a lot of health and defense. He's got a decent amount of health and some good physical protection, but he does need magical protection to actually stay in a fight and continue to do his 3. My build's regular Freya build. Arachne's about to get fought by the other Arachne, and they both use their stuff on themselves. Odin's coming, but they're disengaging. It seems like Trent's coming in because he knows he's going to have to help. Anubis has a very high damage build. Holy shit. He's getting some physical protection. Ares' ultimate is useless like it usually is. Arachne's looking to go in, but it's probably not a good idea, so she goes out. Trent's like, I don't know what to do, and I killed Cupid. Let's see that. I want to see me kill Cupid. Oh man, I got to go back twice. Okay. Alright, so let's watch killing Cupid. Alright, Odin's buying a Bruiser build, makes sense. He's getting Ancient Blade. I'm going to assume he goes into Witched Blade, hopefully. Ares is going a tanky build. He's going into Urchin instead of just straight magical defense after Sovereignty. He could have built magical defense and done really well. We only have Guan Yu and Arachne. So I would have preferred him if, like, to build in the Stone of Gaia or something. It would have helped him a lot more against me and Anubis and stuff. Giannis' build is very regular. Cupid dashed at me, so I activate my 1 and start hitting him. And then because his ultimate can't do anything against Freya's, I go in the air, I wait. The perfect amount of time. That was beautiful, really. That was awesome. Alright, so now we can go back to this fight and see what happens. I like that. Cupid bought Oboe without, like, any real damage, which kind of sucks. Our Arachne gets crapped all over by Giannis. Holy crap. And their Arachne does a lot of damage because boots, chain size, Jotuns, and crit. Our Arachne is building basically the same thing, but has her crit done somehow. Oh, she has no actives. I'm coming in, tearing everything a new butthole because I am Freya. Kabrakan's doing his 3, Anubis, and the fucking, just the damage coming out from Anubis and Kabrakan with all of their stuff at the same time just was too much for that Arachne to heal. Even though Arachne's heal is really good. Odin jumps out, leaves Ares for dead because there's not much he can do there. Odin went in and got owned. I don't know what the hell he was thinking there. Kabrakan is doing his blue and almost dying. I think I called for Gold Fury because I knew they were dead. And we had Anubis and Freya, so I was like, yeah, well, this should be free. Giannis comes over, but I don't think he can do anything. Yeah, we get Gold Fury free. Anubis looks like he's just going back to farm mid lane. Cupid warded, and so did Giannis, it looked like, in 2 spots, even though we already got the buff. I mean, like, the Gold Fury, so warding the Gold Fury after you get it isn't, like, the enemy team gets it isn't necessarily the best thing ever, but I guess since, like, I don't know, you won't, like, you'll know if somebody tries to be like, oh, they're not going to expect us to come this way, and because it's dead. Giannis and Kabrakan are trying to fight each other, but nothing's happening. Kabrakan is building into Magi's Blessing, which is a really good item, and I think everybody should have it. Mystical Male OP and makes the Fire Giant attack Kabrakan. We have double Mystical Male on our team, I just realized. And Odin is going into Witchblade, which makes sense because Freya. So there's a decent amount of wards on the map. Odin's coming back to lane because he's got nothing else better to do, it seems like. Oh, maybe not. There is a grouping mid from both teams. Odin looks like he might be trying to gank. Oh, nope. He warded with a Maui head. I think it's Maui. M-O-A-I? I don't know. Arachne looks like she's trying to poop on Kabrakan, though, but she can't find him. Well, actually, no. He walked through a ward. She knows exactly where he is, but I guess she's just like, this lane's pushed up. I might as well not let it be pushed up. Arachne was attacking a portal because she was like, if you come through this, I'm fucking your world up. I know that's what she was thinking. Kabrakan is attacking Ares. Triton got walled out because he was just running against the wall. Ares dies. Yep. Kabrakan is most likely going to die here. Yes. But to Giannis and not Odin like I thought he was. Arachne is split pushing, but with Trent's slows, oh my god, the slows, and then my damage and Arachne's damage, we all just fuck her up. I call for somebody to go right, but I think I end up just going right to stop Arachne's solo. No, I call for the Fire Giant because I see Arachne split pushing. Because everybody's dead except for Cupid, and I saw him walk through the ward over here, and Arachne was split pushing and didn't go to our Phoenix. And if she would have gotten the Phoenix, this would have been bad for us, but we still would have got Fire Giant, so we won that engagement. Also, this is the time I was talking about Trent not having Hand of the Gods when I thought he did. Apparently our Arachne soloed Cupid. I want to see that. Oh, how did she know? How? We don't have a ward, do we? No. Wait. I gotta figure out how she knew he was coming. Yeah, she just knew, like, reflexively. What? Alright, I want to see... Okay, we saw that fight. Now let's follow Cupid until he gets over there. Like, what the hell? How did Arachne know he was coming that way? Alright, so we have this ward here and this ward here. Did she just guess, like, because she saw him here and then here? Okay, he's definitely visible on that ward. And then this one. Oh, she saw because of the minions. Okay. I see what happened. I was just making sure, like, this wasn't some blatant cheating going on by Arachne. Alright, cool. So, Arachne was paying attention, zoned out Cupid by ruining his life. We got Fire Giant uncontested. We back. I buy a... Nothing? Really? Huh. Well, we buy items. Kabrakan got a Magi's Blessing. Apparently, I didn't buy jack shit because I felt like I had a Lost Artifact already. Anubis has a finished Dynasty Plate Helm. Trent has Stone of Gaia. Like, we're ready to go next fight. This Arachne looks like she was trying to split push, but Cabrakan showed up. Ares finds out we did Fire Giant, and Sentry Ward's a ward that won't matter because by the time that Sentry Ward dies, Fire Giant's going to be spawning, and he's going to have to put down another one, so that Sentry Ward wasn't that great. Trent sees three of them, and it's just like, hey, what's up, guys? And, you know, just swing at minions, because why not? I find Arachne. I beads and then go into the air, and I think I kill her. I do. And then I float away, and then I sprint so Odin can't trap me, and Anubis saves my life. And then this Giannis is chasing me like crazy, but Sprint Freya is too fast and too strong. I get out scot-free. I mean, Odin probably just got dumpstered by a bunch of people, just like Ares, so we probably don't need to rewind that and see how he died. Well, no. I was going to say 2 people get caught in his ult, but that's not true because he automatically hit them and then it chained lightning with the oboe. And then they slowed him to all hell and back because warriors will heavy hammer spiderlings. And then we get the middle Phoenix. Pretty much easy. Like easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And we could probably end off of that if they don't just surrender. I think I go to solo Gold Fury. No, I see them pushing right, so like I'm going to push left so we have more pressure on the map. Demo, battle game, demo, stream, blah, ended. Needless to say, that game ended with us winning. There wasn't that much to it anyway. That much left. But we can look at the after, like, match screen. Is it? Nope, that's Arena. That is Conquest 20. Yep, that is it. Okay, so this is what happened. Thankfully, with this new thing, you can also see player damages done and builds and everything, as well as... Well, no, that's really all you need to see at the end of a match game screen. As you can see, standard, like, Freya build through and through. If I really could have, like, gone Witchblade in my build after the Rada Tahuti, just because that's a really common thing recently, is where it gives you stronger DPS as Freya. Like, here. Hover over it on Odin. 45 physical protection, so it'll be harder for Odin and Arachne to kill me. 15% movement speed, which I already have a crap ton from the Hasten Fatalis and Boots, which is 28. So then I'll have 43. Yep, did that right. 43% more movement speed and 15% more attack speed on top of the 30 and the 25 that I have on that. So my DPS goes up by a bunch, and I get survivability. Also, anybody that tries to 1v1 me gets their attack speed reduced, and their physical power reduced by 25. So, Witchblade Freya is actually really good, especially if you're trying to fight physical characters that have a lot of attack speed. Especially if you know, like, Witchblade Guan Yu, not the greatest thing ever, but as a support, he could also build it anyway. I don't think Trent was going to. I can't talk to him right now because he's in Florida and Disney World, so I can't get into his head about what he was going to build next. But yeah, I was probably just going to build Rada Tahuti, and then if I had the, like, if I was paying attention to the fact that they have a Freya with Chin size and everything, and then Odin has Witchblade, and Cupid also is building, well, Odysseus Bow gives 40% attack speed, so a decent amount of attack speed on their team. I could have also bought Witchblade, because with Freya, Pen Boots plus Demonic Grip equals a very, very good amount of penetration. It's very rare that you need to build more than this to kill squishies. If you do want to kill, like, things really, really fast... Oh, wow. Ares went cooldown. That's not that bad. 4th item, I guess. But he really, really needed the fucking magical protection, especially against our team. But, yeah, the only time you need more penetration than Demonic Grip on Freya is if you're facing a lot of bruisers and tanky characters, that it's just, like, even though you're Freya, you're not doing a lot of damage. And in that case, it's... Some people say Spear of the Magus is better. Some people say Obsidian Shard's better. I don't know which is actually better. I want to say Spear just because you get more pen, but at the same time, people have said, like, Obsidian Shard gives you 33% pen plus 70 magical power, I think it is. Let me check real quick. Gods. Freya. Nope. Character builder. So I can see items. Power. Focus. Yeah, 70 magical power, 33% magical penetration. Spear of the Magus is 40 magical power, 15 flat pen, plus like shredding them for 10 and 10% for max of 5 seconds and max 2 stacks. So a maximum of 20 shred and 20% pen on top of the 15 flat and 40 magical power. So yeah, it seems like it'd be a better idea to get Obsidian Shard, especially if you were going up against a lot of tankier characters. But now we got to go back to this fucking game. This one? Yep. Okay. Anubis, he went a very high damage build. Bancroft's Talon, Book of Thoth. Get a little bit of defense with this. More pen with Dynasty Plate Helm. Restored Artifact. It's not bad. Book of Thoth is usually a rush item you would get on like Kukulkan or something, but it gives a crap ton of magical power, and I understand why he would build that as well. Combat Blink to get out of the Odin ultimate, Beads to stop Arachne stun, Banish, and Ares Pull. Makes sense. Arachne, Bumba's Mask, Warrior Tabai, Cheen Size, Rage, Jotuns. I don't know if I'd build Rage then Jotuns. I feel like this would make more sense. But at the same time, I don't know how to build Arachne. I haven't played her that much. She seems like an auto attack kind of centric god, so Cheen Size makes sense and Crit makes sense. Jotuns also makes sense, so you can use your ultimate more to escape or initiate more. So yeah, not bad in my opinion. Fist. I don't know if she needed the Fist that early, since she has a stun and a slow and a way to keep up with people if that doesn't like secure the kill, and a dot. So like I don't know if she needed Fist at any point in time. I personally barely ever actually finish Fist of the Gods, so maybe I'm just biased. Kabrakan he basically built to make his 3 the most useful thing, because Mystical Mail, as he's pounding the ground, they're just stuck there, and they're taking Mystical Mail ticks as well as the dot. Well, not dot. It's just a big AoE that they're taking over and over and over again. So they're just taking a bunch of that damage. Shoes of Focus to get CDR, so he can continue to do it more often. Gem of Isolation, which amplifies his 3 and makes it harder for people to get out of, and then Magi's Blessing, so he can't be knocked out of it. It makes sense if you're going for a build around the 3. I don't know if it's the best idea, because his 3 requires you to be locked in place, and you need to be fairly beefy to be able to actually use it for any amount of time. But I think Kabrakan is still in need of buffs to make him a viable pick anyway. And yeah, Freya build. And then Trent's weird, really aggressive Guan Yu build. Well, it's not weird. It's just he doesn't have Midas boots, but he has a shit ton of damage because of Mystical Mail, Warrior Tabai, and Heavy Hammer. But he's got a decent amount of health and protection as well, because 300, 400 health, 600, and I think if we go here we can see. Nope, we can't. I wanted to see how much max health he had. He was level 19, so we could figure it out if we were to go there and there and there and do some stuff, but I'm too lazy to do that. Trent really likes Heavenly Agility as a support item, seeing as how they have a slow, and a slow, and a slow, and a slow, and a cripple that also steals your movement speed. It's not a bad pickup. Heavenly Agility against this team, not bad. I don't think there's anything else we could have gotten against them to really help us. Hand 3, regular, standard, something that he would have. And Heavenly makes sense. Shell is a good pickup sometimes, and Weakening Curse is also the other 2 actives that supports get nowadays. In this instance, I think Heavenly Agility was the best bet. The enemy Arachne built auto attack centric, a Deathbringer, and then was going into Lifesteal. I don't know if you need Lifesteal in Arachne, but I definitely see the merit in it, because her 1 heals her, and then you lifesteal. With that heal, you'll basically be unkillable. Is it overkill? Maybe. I don't know. She had level 2 Hand of the Gods and level 3 Beads. Beads against our team. When you face an Anubis, you gotta get Beads. Giannis, fairly standard, regular glass cannon mage style build, especially for Giannis's. Full Beads against Anubis. Makes sense. Cupid had Combat Blink and Greater Aegis. Greater Aegis makes sense against the high burst, because I was in his lane, so I could go up in the air and kill him. and then the Guan Yu stun and stuff, so that makes sense. Combat Blink, not so much. Not for him. I feel like if you're gonna get Aegis, it's just... I saw him Combat Blink once, I remember, from that game, and I was just like, cool, that's a 4-minute cooldown he's not gonna have. Awesome. That's literally forever. I can get my ultimate up twice, like, before this comes back. So, and I didn't even ult him to get the Combat Blink cooldown. So, yeah, I think Combat Blink's kind of butt. I think he would have been better with Sprint or either Beads. My thought process behind it is you kind of need Beads Sprint against this. Not Beads Sprint, Beads Aegis if you want to, like, get Aegis. I don't know. That's just in my head. Maybe that's not the right thing, but whatever. The Odin bought Heavy Hammer. It's a starter item. It's like people treat it as like, I've heard people say the reason Heavy Hammer doesn't need to be patched or fixed or anything is because it messes with your build and delays you. But in my head, it's just like Death's Toll. It's just like Vampiric Shroud, just like Bumba's Mask. It's a starter item. You don't build into it. You don't have to. You'll see a game that I played as Hercules and Siege where I do finish it, but it's at the end of the game and I can't buy anything else because I have an elixir of power and a power pot. Like, I was just like, fuck it, I'll finish the stupid thing and get 7 more physical power and, like, I think it's 200 or 150 more health. Like, I just finished the item because I was like, fuck it at this point. So, I don't know. Heavy Hammer, just expect it. If you see a physical, like, bruiser type character on the enemy team, just expect they're going to build Heavy Hammer first item. And prepare to die if you're not paying attention. Or you get caught out really early game. Warrior Tabi, Jotuns, Hide of the Urchin, Witchblade. Going a fairly bruiser style Odin build makes sense. Odin hits like a damn truck, so after Jotuns and then going into defense, totally makes sense. Seriously. Odin is just... Yeah, it's 2-1 combo is just way too much to deal with early game. If you're not, like, if you don't have a movement ability to get out of the way of his jump, or if you don't know where he's going to jump. It's just, it's too much damage. As I said before, I really think Ares should have gotten more magical defense against our team because the physical damage we had didn't really focus him that much. There's Trent on Guan Yu, who's a support, so his damage isn't going to be a lot to the point where you need to build against it. And then there's Arachne. I guess the mentality I could see here is kill Arachne. No, because then you would build strictly magical defense and then kill Arachne, and then you don't have to worry about anything. So yeah, don't really get why he built a crap ton of physical defense, because there's Sovereignty, Urchin, which gave him a little bit of magical protection, and then Breastplate of Valor. I understand the CDR, and I understand the Sovereignty, because those are just like, you need CDR as Ares, or you're not going to pull anyone ever, and you need Sovereignty as a support, because you're a support, and that's just what you buy, because that's the meta. But the Urchin, I really think he should have gotten Stone of Gaia instead. Or Bulwark of Hope. Something magical defense oriented. And then he had level 3 hand and level 3 blink, which Ares needs blink to survive and do anything. And then here's the damages. I did top damage on my team because I was Freya, and that's what she does. My gold per minute was actually is second lowest on my team. Not second lowest in the game, but, you know, surprising. Arachne's gold per minute was 495 and ours was 519. Yet, at one point in time, their Arachne was doing way better than ours. Weird. Like, she had like 2,000 more gold or something. Guess it evened out there at the end after we took Gold Fury twice and Fire Giant. And then their towers. Had to have. Player damages. Arachne did a shit ton. Anubis did a lot. That's not surprising. Their Arachne did the most on their team. And the person that did the least was Ares, surprisingly, which he usually has a really high damage mount for a tank, and he really didn't do that much comparatively. because Trent was almost up there with him, and he's Guan Yu. I guess that's all that Talu Assault, and they're really didn't have that much to counter it. Like, if Giannis got a banish on him, or Arachne stunned him, then they could stop it. But other than that, they didn't really have a way to stop his Talu Assault. He didn't do a lot of tower damage. Makes sense. That doesn't matter. Creep damage is basically AFK farming. I did 0 tower damage. That's actually kind of surprising. Trent took less damage than the Ares, but they don't have mitigated damage here. Aw, that sucks. But yeah, that was that Freya game. I hope you guys like this. And also, I meant to say this at the beginning of the video, but I forgot. If you want me to do this for a game that you have, a replay that you have, go ahead and put it down, like say, hey Nico, check out my recent games down in the comments. And then if your YouTube name isn't the same as your in-game name on Smite, leave your in-game name so I know who you are. And I'll go ahead and be like, hey, you could have done this there, there. Let's see how this goes out. Like, you could, do the same thing for your game. Because I actually really like this. It's fun to kind of cast over a game, as well as be like, we could have done this here. How did this happen here? And all that stuff. So yeah, this is really fun. I enjoy it. If you want me to do it for one of your games, put it down in the comments that I should look in your recent games for a replay, and I will. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great day, and peace.